Hi guys and welcome to another video. So you're probably thinking, how can you make a match review because the game only lasted 45 minutes, because the game was abandoned at half time due to adverse weather conditions. The lights were going on and off, the rain was pouring down, it's been very stormy and that up in the northeast as well, but we do have 45 minutes to talk about, and it weren't a bad 45 minutes either. And I think, you know, the video should really probably last about 2 minutes long, but there has been a little bit of transfer sort of gossip and some actual factual stuff as well, and some place to talk about, so we'll have a little bit more time, so don't you worry. So anyway, we'll talk about the 45 minutes that did go on, the first 45 minutes against Middlesbrough. And to be fair, I was really impressed with the lads. I've been saying over the last couple of videos that I'm dreading this game against Borough because we've gradually impressed game by game throughout pre-season. I thought, we're going to go to Middlesbrough and we're going to get absolutely battered. But for that first 45 minutes, we really stood our ground. I mean, so the first chance did fall to Middlesbrough. Adama Traore, who I do rate massively, by the way, I think he's a sick player. I mean, if he applied himself a bit more, I think he could quite easily make it in the Premier League, but that's by the by. He managed to skip past 3 plays before hitting it off the top of the crossbar. But then Sunderland quickly got into the game and they actually took hold of the game quite well. But one thing that has been a massive concern is that McGeoch, who for me has probably been our best player throughout pre-season and our best signing so far, he had gone off injured and was replaced by Ozturk, and then Flanagan moved into midfield, and to be fair, he did very well there for the first half, and we seemed very solid defensively. Leuven's I was quite impressed with as well. Straight away he got stuck in and he clashed with, was it Traore, I think it might have been, I'm not too sure, but it was just the commitment straight away. He's got stuck in there really quick, which was great to see, and he just seems like a leader, and he's very, I know I always go against the word experience, but he's just a sort of no-nonsense player as well. He's not afraid to get stuck in, which is, again, really good to see. Mumba, again, I think he was absolutely excellent for such a young lad, 16 years of age, or however, 16, 17, I think it is 16. He's such a, like, I'm not going to say he's a massively, you know, incredible player, because he's not as of yet, and I'm not going to overhype him, but he's very much impressed me in this pre-season. And I think, especially against the likes of Middlesbrough, there's quite a few bigger sort of physical presences within that midfield, tough tackling players and stuff like that. He didn't shy away from it, and he didn't, you know, he didn't look out of place, which he hasn't done all pre-season long. And even in little training clips you see in from Sunderland and stuff like that, from training and what have you, he looks like a very good player. So he's a player as well who I think should get quite a bit of game time next season. I hope he really does get a chance. Again, I don't want him to just be thrown in there and everyone, you know, starts saying he's the future of Sunderland in this, that and the other, like a lot of fans did with the likes of Asoro, and look what happened to him. He ended up with a massive ego and thought he was better than what he was. So if, you know, if we just support him when he plays well, that's great. You know, that's fantastic. But even if he does, you know, have bad games, don't keep calling him a legend, because he's going to think that the standard is shit. But yeah, as of right now, he has impressed me massively. And we played a sort of 4-2-3-1, but when we're off the ball, it is a 4-2-3-1. When we're on the ball, it immediately switches to a 4-3-3, which was quite visible to see. And that's a fantastic little system you can play there, because then you've got men behind the ball, and then as soon as we're on the counter attack, you've got almost a flat 3 up top. When we had Sinclair, Madger, and Gooch as well. Gooch again impressed me really well. We had chances through Honeyman. And right on the stroke of half-time, Madger managed to get himself through on goal, but was stopped by the legs of Randolph. McNair actually had himself a chance towards, or sort of midway through the first half, or the only half. He managed to get himself through on goal, and that was brilliantly stopped by McLaughlin, who he's probably been a little bit underrated, and I've noticed over the last couple of videos, at least match reviews, I haven't really mentioned his name, but he has looked very solid, and I think he'd probably be my number 1 to start on the opening day of the season against Charlton. So that was it really, guys, but I'm taking that as a massive positive, because again, I thought we were going to get absolutely smashed. Yes, it was only one half, granted, but we didn't look out of place at all. We looked like we were competing in every department. We looked very solid at the back, and we have this sort of counter-attacking sort of system going on, and it looks like it could be one of those seasons where we either get smashed in a game or we're going to win 4-5, 6-0, which, you know, it could be a bit of a nightmare. It could give us a heart attack at times, but we could also see some very, very attractive football back at the Stadium of Light, which we haven't seen in years. When we have been winning games in previous years, we've been scraping it. There's never been a particularly, you know, outstanding performance. We haven't really had a personality to our game, and I think that that's what Jack Ross is instilling into our squad now, which is fantastic to see. But aside from that, you know, it was only one half, and the adverse weather conditions were just nuts, absolutely mad. And to be fair, I think I've got a sneaky suspicion that McNair was the one who pressed the fire alarm at half time. He thought, shit, you know, I'm getting battered. I'm not having a great game against my old club. I'm pressing this fire alarm, and everyone can get out because I can't be doing with it. But now onto the transfer side of things. I actually haven't made a video for quite a few days now because throughout the week it was incredibly quiet. We were expecting a bunch of signings and we were getting nothing for days on end. But then last night it was confirmed that we've had an offer accepted from Jack Baldwin, the centre-back from Peterborough, the captain of Peterborough as well. An offer was accepted, personal terms have been agreed, and now he's just waiting on a medical, so I'm not sure whether that will be announced over the weekend. But that, for me, is an absolutely fantastic signing. Baldwin is definitely a player I really, really like the look of. He's someone who reads the game so, so well, and he is only a young lad. He's only 25 years of age, so I think that would be an absolutely brilliant signing, and it's rumoured to be only around 200 to 250k as well, with add-ons and sort of sell-on percentage if we do sell him on in the future. But to me, that's a fantastic signing, and then our defence, definitely, it's shaping up, because I know it's only 45 minutes again, but the defence already looked pretty goddamn solid against Middlesbrough in that 45 minutes that we did have. So to throw someone with the class of Baldwin in there, especially for League One, I think it'll do our defence no harm, and I think he'll be a fantastic, fantastic addition to the squad. Now, another player that is due to be announced over the weekend is Wycombe Wanderers central midfielder Luke O'Neill, who, you know, I don't know a massive amount about, but I have seen him play in various games before, just not in too much depth, and he does again look like a very, very good player. Again, I think he's only a young lad as well, 23, 24, 25. I'll say a few numbers because whenever I get an age wrong, someone definitely and always lets me know in the comments, like, what are you talking about? You don't know what you're doing. He's actually 26 when you said 25. Back off, I'm trying. But he is definitely a player that excites me a little bit as well. He's a box-to-box midfielder. He gets stuck in and he comes up with a goal or two as well. I'm sure he got himself a good 6, 7 or 8 goals last season for Wycombe, and a few assists in there, thrown in there as well. So he can do the business. He's not just like a Catamol who hacks players down and can't tackle and can't pass and offers nothing else either. He can do little bits and pieces as well. He can pass a ball, he can tackle, and he can pop up with a goal every now and then. So, you know, that's a more than welcome addition. Again, a fantastic little addition to the squad. There has been other players that have been rumoured around that we are going for. Winger Jordan Jones from Kilmarnock. There has been rumours that we have put a bid in for him, but there's nothing official as of yet. But he is a player that I'd love to see us join. And if you look back at the video I made sort of at the beginning of either pre-season or kind of when the transfer window reopened, I made a video about the players who I think we should go for, and I did have Baldwin in there, who it looks like we are going to be getting, which is good. I think I mentioned 5 or 6 players, the kind of 5 or 6 players I want to see us sign. Baldwin was in there, and Jones was in there as well, so if Jones does come, at least he got 2 of them right. 2 of the players I wanted to have come, so, you know, don't call me a genius, just call me me. It's Jam Sarni. I don't know what the hell's wrong with me, guys, I'm just chatting shit. But yeah, I think that pretty much covers everything, guys. There have been bids confirmed, not the players' names haven't been confirmed, but apparently we do have bids out for a couple of players in the Championship, and a League One player, a League Two player, and a player in the Scottish Premier League as well, which is possibly going to be Jordan Jones, which again, I'd love to see him at this stage. I really would. But that's it, guys. If you have enjoyed, please hit the like button for me. That'd be massively appreciated. Subscribe to the channel if you're not already to become a fully fledged member of the Sarni Army. But for now, you take care and stay jamming.